Good morning, Reds. Sam here from United People's TV. It's Friday morning. Everybody's happy. Unfortunately, we haven't signed a player, but we can bring you the latest UPTV transfer daily. It's what everyone wakes up for in the morning now, isn't it? Updates-wise, there's plenty to chat about. So let's get straight into it. First things first, Sergio Ramos. Now, this update comes from Marca, which are, of course, a newspaper based in Madrid, in Spain. And they don't hold back with their headlines. They're saying there is no way back for Schweinsteiger at Real Madrid. Nil point. Not nil point, that's French. They're basically saying that his relationship with Madrid it's gone past the point of repair. He's determined to leave Real Madrid, and that's the bottom line. Ramos is leaving. Now, obviously, Ramos, Calderon, the ex-Real Madrid president, said that the only way Ramos is leaving Real Madrid is to Manchester United, and that he has asked Madrid to listen to offers from Man United, which is what previous reports had said as well. But these latest claims from Marca are brand new, and they're really not holding back, are they? I mean, they're a pro-Madrid newspaper, remember? So they're not going to plant. I'm trying to see the cynical point of view of why they want to say Ramos is forcing himself out of Madrid. Are they trying to smear Ramos's name to bring it back to themselves? Maybe, maybe not. But honestly, by the looks of it, Ramos is leaving Real Madrid. I know we've said this before, and it happens with other players. And yes, it could happen again with Ramos. And in 3 weeks' time, we're going to be like, fuck's sake, happened again. Another player, let's move on. But it could happen, guys. It really could. These rumours won't go away. Speaking of other rumours, David De Gea. Now, leave a comment below if you're starting to get a little bit frustrated with this De Gea situation. How do you see it? What is the current situation with De Gea for you? And before I forget, please drop a like on the video. We had our most likes on the video yesterday ever. And hopefully we can just keep going up and up and up. We're just short of getting 100 likes. So let's do it this time. Woof. Back to the video. So, David De Gea. I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated. What is it now? 2nd of July. We've had no movement. We've had hardly any comments. Any sort of hint that a deal is anywhere near close being done, either with United or with Real Madrid. Obviously, the stance from United is not for sale. You want him, you pay a world record fee for him, in terms of goalkeepers, that is, which means he's got to beat Buffon's record. I think it was 32.5 million. Don't clarify me on that, but it's around those figures. Madrid's stance is we want him cheaper. We don't want to pay that much. He's only got 1 year left on his contract. He wants to join us. So there's a big stalemate, big stalemate, which plays to United's advantage. Our pre-season starts in 15 days now. It's crazy, isn't it? Literally 2 weeks away from watching Depay in action on our pre-season tour. Feels like only yesterday where we played Hull. I can't remember what the score was, but it comes around quick. So, unfortunately, this De Gea situation doesn't look like it's any closer to actually being resolved, which is frustrating because it's one of the most important deals we have to secure this summer. Whether it's going to be De Gea leaving and we sort his replacement out, or it's De Gea staying for at least 1 more year. Who knows? An update on Schweinsteiger from Bayern Munich sporting director, Schama, has said that Schweinsteiger could leave. Now, this comes straight after Pep Guardiola has said, Schweinsteiger, it's in your hands. You made the decision. They're basically politely pushing Schweinsteiger towards the door, aren't they? They're not going to say, please don't leave, we love you, Schweinsteiger, you're the best. But they're not going to say, you're shit, Schweinsteiger. Go on, see it? Yeah, go on, out you go. They're letting him make the decision. Now, will he make that decision? I suppose it all depends on if the right offer comes in. Now, let me know in the comments below whether you do think, if he is available, that Schweinsteiger would be a good signing. Bearing in mind he's 30, be high wages, but Is he the sort of midfield general who can lead the midfield? Is that what we need? Is that what we're missing? Let me know in the comments. In terms of outgoings, Nani is having a Fenerbahce medical on Sunday. It's the right time for Nani to leave. It was the right time for Nani to leave last year, but we decided to send him to Sporting Lisbon and pay all of his wages. 100 grand a week we spent last year on Nani playing for a different team. Imagine that. So yeah, Nani looks like he's leaving to Fenerbahce. He's 28. Turkish league's not that good in comparison. He'll have a fun time, and United will have fun spending the 100 grand a week that we're saving by getting rid of Nani. Yes, please. Where else we got down here? We have got Otamendi. Now, this one's a nice one. This one is from his agent, who's effectively saying that if he does leave, he's not going to be going to Real Madrid. Wherever he does go, that's not the place he's going. And that's happy days. Because Real Madrid, I would say, is the toughest competition that United have for his signature. So we'll see how this one pans out. But I don't know. It's hard to get excited about a transfer anymore, isn't it? Just because it's United and you know that it could just fall flat on its face next week. But he would be quality. Now, what we're going to be doing now in United's people section. Oh yeah, clever play on words. I know, it's crazy. So United's people, we're going to be having a look at the comments from yesterday, answering a few of your guys' questions. Michael Mumpo, he asked me, who should be our top man for next season? Now, on paper, looking at the team right now, that top man has to be Rooney again. I don't really think we can rely on Van Persie anymore. I think James Wilson's too young to rely on, and we don't have a fourth striker at the moment. You could say Di Maria could play central sometimes, so could Depay, but in terms of a striker right now, Rooney's our man. Who would be your man? I think I've already asked this yesterday, but I'm going to ask it again. Who would be your man? I mean, we've got Lacazette, we've got Lewandowski. Who else have we got? I don't even know. Oh, Benzema, yeah. So there's a few strikers available. Or should we just stick with Rooney? Is it too much of a risk, just in case he gets injured? Let me know in the comments. Where else we got down here? Now, I've got Lee McKenna, who's saying that we should give Varela and McNair a chance at right back. Now, for those who don't know, Guillermo Varela was signed from Peñarol in Uruguay 2 years ago now, I believe. And last year, he spent the whole season on loan at Real Madrid's Castilla side, which is effectively United's under-21s. He played under Zinedine Zidane. They enjoyed a good start to the season, but really tailed off towards the end. But Varela himself was in for high praise from Zidane. I think it was around January time. We praised, he said he's very professional, very serious. He's got a big future ahead of himself. Now, by the looks of it, Real Madrid have not decided to sign Varela up. So he's back in the preseason squad as it stands for the American tour. Now, what do we think of Varela's long-term chances at right back? He's obviously ahead of Sadie Janko because Janko's left. We're not exactly bursting at the seams with right backs at the club right now, are we? I don't want Antonio Valencia to play there. I'd love Rafael to play there, but Van Gaal doesn't like him. So it's just, I don't know what's going on there. And what do I think of McNair's chances at right back? Now, last season in the under-21s, he played there on the off chance one game. And he had a stormer. He scored a cracking goal, like a long jiggling run, and he scored. It was great. And then he also played, I think, in the first team in right back as a substitute. I think he came on. Or he might have started at right back. Now, McNair, if you don't know, started life as a midfielder. And he moved back into defence. So he's naturally got that ball-playing ability. He likes having the ball at his feet. You might have seen it last season, him running out of defence quite a few times, especially at Chelsea away. Remember him doing it twice. So McNair's very comfortable running with the ball. Would I say he's our long-term right-back choice? Probably not. But I don't want to be too harsh on him because I don't know. I wouldn't say we should be relying on him. Either way, we need to sign a right back this year. I think everybody knows that. It's one of the main positions we've got that we need to strengthen. So come on, Louis, make it happen. Now, we've got a comment from Guitar Player 3647 here, who's saying that Wilson needs to go on loan to a solid Premier League team. Now, that could happen. I think that could happen. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. But obviously, if we do send Wilson out on loan, that leaves us with Rooney and Van Persie. Rooney, Van Persie. So we'd need at least one more striker there. So in a summer that United are already very busy, do we want to be making more work for ourselves by letting one of our younger players go out on loan? Let us know in the comments below. And that's it for today's UPTV Transfer Daily. As always, thank you very much for joining in. It's really nice to see it grow. I can't wait for the pre-season to start. Can't wait for football to be back. So yeah, obviously like the video, subscribe to United People's TV, and we'll be back tomorrow. See you later, guys.